This is a SACNAS Science Video Podcast, exploring the lives and research of SACNAS scientists. I'm Cassandra Brooks. Engineers are typically thought of as builders, erecting our most impressive buildings and bridges. But today, engineers increasingly do interdisciplinary work, like creating new technologies to improve energy efficiency. Some take it a step further, like Lupita Montoya, an engineering professor at the University of Colorado Boulder, who uses her background in mechanical and environmental engineering, along with her training in public health, to engineer solutions for air quality problems in the first and third world.
I think the thing that I like about engineering, the more I learn about it, is the whole issue of creating solutions. And I think the whole image of engineers being problem solvers really speaks to me, because I seem to see a lot of problems, and the part that energizes me is solving those problems, not understanding them only, but solving them, more importantly.
Definitely. And maybe you could describe a few problems that through your career, some specific things that you've been able to solve through the tools of engineering.
Right. Air pollution in particular. Air pollution, in turn, usually becomes some sort of effect on people, and often it is manifested in health effects, negative health effects on people. So in my mind, there's a circle that goes around in terms of our activities, and those activities have effects on the environment, and then the environment responds in turn by having effects on us. And so the circle continues. The engineering part is looking at that circle and finding solutions, so that can break particularly the vicious circles where we create bigger and bigger problems with time.
From the third to first world, Lupita has engineered solutions so that people can breathe cleaner air and enjoy healthier lives.
You go in there with the tools that you are given, and then you work from there. And sometimes the compelling reason is that you see people getting sick. And so it is important enough to you to do something about that sickness and try to remediate it. Technologies can vary from very, very simple things like, they improve cook stoves for, a rural village in Peru, to smart integrated systems in, buildings in the U.S. I have a couple projects in that area, so I do some architectural engineering as well. But it's all related to air quality, and it's related to making people's lives better through solutions that are hopefully sustainable.
You were speaking during your talk about how you can, see a problem in a community and go after it, and why would this be important, say, for minorities working within minority communities?
Well, the thing that I'm trying to make the case that some of these problems that we find in the developing world, and particularly the ones that I see in Latin America, that really pose excellent opportunities for particularly our Latino students in the U.S., to see how the training that they get in here really gives them an advantage on how to solve those problems. One is the training, but another one is the understanding of the context in which you're trying to solve that problem. So some of the things that I've been able to do in Peru, literally I can do it, one, because I can communicate with the people directly. So my ability to speak with the women that I was talking about tells me directly, not through translators or somebody else are trying to explain to me what's going on. And as a mother, I can identify with them, and then we can speak, not only the same language, but also in terms of the same set of values, the importance of health of our children. And so then we can communicate at a different level.
What are some of the specific tools and fields of engineering that you see that young people will need to be filling? Where do we really need
to be
our engineers today?
Yeah. So I think the whole issue of energy, so we need to be able to make better products that are more energy efficient. We need to provide people alternatives, because even though we know that we need to curtail our use of energy, our use of the environment in terms of water and air resources, and how careless how we have been with it, changing people's behavior is not going to happen overnight. Mm-hmm. So for engineers, there's the need to come up with better products, and those better products can be created with a new consciousness.
Lupita says we need cleaner sources of energy and smarter, more efficient engineering. For example, when the part in our computer breaks, it's often cheaper to replace the whole thing rather than buying a new part. This is bad engineering, she says, and stresses that we need to get rid of old ideas about making cheap disposable products and move towards ideas of sustainability and recycling.
And so our young people can go into those directions, really changing the paradigm on the way engineering is done. And I think we've been too short-sighted with regard to the way we create things, and I think engineers, we have not been as good as we should have. And I'm hoping we're changing that.
With the SACNAS Science Video Podcast, I'm Cassandra Brooks.